Amarillo, azul, ¿qué quieres?
Azul.
Azul, blue, blue. You got a beautiful thing going on here. Look at all the kids from the area all lining up, getting ready to get their gifts. Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to another episode. In today's episode, we're out here celebrating El Día de los Niños, which is the Day of Children. Yeah, that's right. You know, just like they have Mother's Day and Father's Day and Grandparents' Day and every other day, well, they also have Kids' Day out here in Mexico. And so when I first moved out here, I had no idea, you know, what that entailed, what that was. And well, I'm going to show you guys now that I've been here, you know, for a while, and I already know what it is. So basically on Kids Day, what they do is that you know, all the parents give gifts and they pamper their kids as much as possible. Again, you know, kind of like in tradition with Mother's Day, Father's Day, and all that other stuff. So in today's video, we are actually in Colonia Sin Nombre, which is basically translates to colony without a name, neighborhood without a name. Why? Because we are basically out here in the south of Merida, in the south of the city, and you know, again, we are in a little bit of a impoverished neighborhood, okay, in the southern portion of the city, and we are here to give gifts to the kids that, well, their parents could not afford to give them many gifts, you know, for, you know, obvious economical reasons. So again, out here normally, you know, let me see, maybe I can help out with a bag or something, right, for aesthetics, as okay, these bags are heavy, but anywho, so what's going on out here is that simply we're helping out the community, you know. Again, we're here with Pedro from Los Mayas Eternos, and we're setting up, you know, to start, you know, giving gifts away and start delivering gifts. As you guys can see, there's people, there's kids as long as far as the eyes can see. As far as the eyes can see, there's kids all over the place waiting for their gifts. And as I was saying earlier, you know, in today's video, what we're going to be doing is just helping out, you know, a bunch of, you know, families out here that, you know, unfortunately, you know, they just don't have enough, you know, to give their kids a gift on El Día de los Niños. So in today's episode, in today's video, us, you know, we're going to be helping out by giving a bunch of gifts to the kids. And there's Pedro, you know, he's the organizer. Saluda.
Hi, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for support Los Mayas Eternos. Today we are with Children's Day.
Yeah. Okay, so perfect. Yeah. I know he's busy, so I don't, you know, I don't want to, you know, have him, you know, explain everything all over again. But yeah, he's the organizer. He's the one in charge. And as I said earlier, I gotta go over there and start helping these guys out with all that stuff. So let me help them unload, and then I'll see you guys in a few seconds, okay? Look at that. All right, so as you guys can see, look at all the kids from the area all lining up, getting ready to get their gifts and to get their yes, they can celebrate, you know, the Día de los Niños. So this is awesome. This is great. So we're gonna walk a little bit so you guys can see exactly kind of what the neighborhood looks like. Okay, so again, we're out here, man, we're out here. So we're still within city limits. You guys can see, you know, I've shown you on the map, we're again south of the airport. So again, we're still within city limits, and this is, you know, the poor area, you know, one of the poor areas. As you guys already know, when we come out to do any kind of charity work with Los Mayas Eternos, this is the people we're trying to help. Some are in better conditions than others, but again, this goes out as far as the eyes can see. You know, out in these areas, they're already starting to develop. They're already starting to clean up. As we were driving over here, you know, a lot of the roads, you know, they were already nice and paved, you know, brand new paved roads, you know. So they had roads for the moto taxis, for the bicycles, for the cars, for the pedestrians, for everybody. And then they also had you know, the buses coming out here. They're starting to build grocery stores. They're starting to build everything. People, you know, are now starting to trade up and make homes out of these places. And slowly but surely, this area is getting gentrified. But again, by the people that live here. And obviously, you know, when people say, you know, gentrification is bad, you know, in this case, as the neighborhood gets better and better, and now these people have access to more and more of the things that we all take for granted, you think these people are going to be hating on that? No, they're not. They're very happy and very pleased that, you know, now they can at least kind of join society in some sort of way. But anyway, yeah, long story short, you know, I remember when I was a kid, you know, I used to, I didn't grow up with the most, you know, so I used to go to things like this, whether it was a food drives or toy drives or what have you. And, you know, this is kind of why I come out here today and try to show you guys that, you know, you can also help out, you know, by, you know, joining, you know, Los Mayas Eternos or whoever, depending on what part of Mexico you're in, you know, depends on how you can help and, you know, what kind of, you know, what kind of help you can bring. See, look, he likes, we got David over here, always spreading the joy. That's right, big kid, you know, always spreading the joy. And, you know, he has a big truck. You know,
Santa's on vacation.
That's right, Santa and his sled. You know, he's on vacation right now out here, but he's still helping out the kids no matter what. And then, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you know, there's the toys, and we got some apples, and we got some balls, and I don't know what else we got, but...
Candy?
That's right, we got candy. Oh, all kinds of things. We got kids. You got everybody. You know, and we're good to go. So, all right, we got... Hey, Joe, we got everybody. All right, so... All right, let's figure out our logistics here, and then, yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. Oh, okay, well, there we go. Okay, so I guess the people are starting to make their way to the front. Yeah, so, you know, real quick, you know, so while we're all waiting here, you know, for everybody to get started, again, if you want to help out, there's many ways that you can help out Los Mayas Eternos. In fact, can I borrow your hat real quick? Again, this is the organization. Again, one of many, but this is the one that's putting all this together. Thank you, sir. And yeah, long story short, you know, you can leave donations down below. You know, like just a couple dollars, you know, buys like a whole tray of eggs or rice or beans or a bunch of things. You can donate your time, like me and Dave do, because, you know, me and Dave, you know, we ain't got that much money, but we have time and we can help people in other ways. So, for example, I'm helping spread awareness of this. Dave volunteers, you know, he has a truck and he has, you know, the ability to spread cheer, you know, to the children's and all that stuff. So that's how he helps. And some people help organize, some people help grab donations. You know, we have places like Hennessy's on Paseo Montejo. They help collect donations. They help collect, again, toys, money, whatever. They sometimes have fundraisers. Many organizations and other groups do the same thing. And basically, it's all just to help the kids. And so everybody provides what they can provide. You know, some people can provide a few bucks, some people can provide you know, helping hands, some people can volunteer, some people, you know, there's many things you can do. So again, a lot of people I know always asking me, how can I get involved, Jose? What can I do when I get out there? Not just to keep me busy, but to help the, you know, the community, the kids, whatever, you know. This is a way, okay? This is a way, all right? So there's no animosity here about who we are and where we're from. We're just people helping, and they love it and they appreciate it, and so do we. And it's, you know, it's a beautiful thing. So, all right, let's get with it. Let's start giving away the toys. Here, let me cross over this way so you guys can see. Let me get behind the scenes. Hola. All right. Not quite sure what's going on here, but here, here's a a car. We got apples as well, right? Manzanas to keep the doctor away, right?
Salute.
That's right. And we got the toys and we got the balls, at least the balls, you know? All the kids that got balls. There we go. We got the kids over here playing with some toys. We got a beautiful thing going on here. Look at that. All right. Okay. Hey.
Y el vecino le tocaba dulce, bueno, de carne le tocó, ya no repiten.
Yeah, we still got everybody. All the kids, and there's more coming all the way in the back. You probably won't be able to see them, but look at that. Just tons and tons of kids. All the kids. It's all about the kids. Do it for the kids.
No, es uno, es a uno. Es uno.
So let's see. Let me see what else they got over here on this end. Hello, how's it going?
Good.
You're one of the volunteers, right?
Oh, sure. Hi.
So what do we got over here?
We have candy. Hopefully I picked out the cool stuff.
Oh, awesome.
I don't know. I Googled it.
I think so. That looks familiar. Yeah, that looks familiar. Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah. Awesome. Look at that. We got all these little bags of candy. And yeah, beautiful. You know what I mean? So, all right, let's again, it's Kids Day, so they're celebrating the best way they can in the sense of you know, what we got to give them. And
Para los niños.
Para los niños, that's
Para
right.
los niños.
That's right, that's right. 100%. This is all for the kids. Yeah, but anyways, like other parents, you know, that can afford more. Hello, hola, hey. They take their kids to like Burger King and McDonald's and, you know, all these other, you know, fast food places. You know, they really pamper them, and they really spoil them on this particular day. And basically, it doesn't even matter what the income level is. It's more about yeah, you know what I mean? We're gonna give them the best that we got. Look at this truck. Somebody wants this truck. Somebody has to want that truck. Nobody wants the truck, huh? Let me see. We're gonna help them out. We gotta dig through here. We got cars. I know it's not much, but hey. We got forklift. Look at that. There we go. And who might you be? What's your name? I don't even.
My name
say
is
hi.
Sebastian.
Sebastian, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. But
Awesome,
it feels
awesome.
like I've met you already.
Oh, okay,
But
well,
you probably.
I guess he knows me.
won't.
It happens a lot. I get it a lot.
I bet. I can imagine.
Well, now we formally met. All right, awesome,
Exactly.
cool.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, man. Oh, look at this. Is that even a toy? Or is that like a? It's like a tape measure, right? Yeah.
Functional and total.
All right. All right. I'm playing with the toys more than the kids, I feel. All right, so all right, so it seems like the order of things is that you line up over there. All right, the red car is kind of like the start of the line, and then you make your way down the line, and then you pick out your toy. All right, so they kind of let you, you know, pick from between cars or Legos or tools or whatever they got. And then they'll give you an apple, and then you get one of these amazing balls. It's a great ball. All right, and then after you salud, and then after you get the ball, then you're gonna be getting some candy, you know, because again, it's Kids Day, so you know, you gotta spoil them with some candy. So, and then we get them an apple. So the apple is kind of like sucking the apple, the candy.
No, hija.
Amarillo, azul, ¿qué quieres? Azul, blue, blue. Amarillo, ¿qué quiero? ¿Rosadito? Ok. So guys, again, if you want to help everybody else out here, okay, you know, whether you want to help out the kids, you want to help out families in need, as you guys know, this is one of many videos that I've made. You know, we oftentimes come out here with Los Mayas Eternos, and we go to different parts of the Yucatan. You know, in this case, you know, we're out here in this part of Merida. We've been to, you know, other parts of southern Merida. We've been to villages. We've been all over the place, you know, again, trying to, you know, either give food, give gifts, you know, like we did during Christmas. Like today, what we're doing is that we're giving the, you know, the kids gifts on el Dia de los Niños. But I guess what I was trying to say is that if you want to help out, again, I'm going to provide the link down below, you know, for the PayPal link, I think, you know, the link, you know, to donate to Los Mayas Eternos. Again, you know, a little bit goes a long way, you know, basically, or, you know, for like $2, you can get them eggs and beans and rice and things like that. And I think if you donate like $5, they get like the whole, yeah, eggs, beans, rice, they get the whole thing. I think with $2 they get eggs only. But long story short, yeah, with $5 they get like, you know, a whole crate of eggs, they get milk, they get, you know, rice, beans, they get all kinds of things, okay? All depending on what's available, but they get a lot of food. And they get clothes. Again, you know, we have a lot of, I'll show you all the clothes, okay? We're gonna be giving away clothes, I think today, or maybe another time, but you know, we got all kinds of things that we're giving away. But even back there, you see, that's all clothes. We got clothes all over the place. That's you know, ready to be dispersed at some point, whether now or later. So again, hey, saluda. Hey, all right. ¿Están contentos con los regalitos? Sí. All right. So I asked them if they're happy, and they said they're very happy. All right. So, but yeah, long story short, you know, there's many ways you can donate. You know, whether you're sending a few bucks, whether you're, you know, giving away your old clothes, whether you're giving away things that you don't want, that a lot of people will need and find very useful. Donate your time. There's many ways you can help, and I encourage you guys to do so. Again, this is why I come out here, you know, to spread awareness, you know, that there's you know, many of these things that you can do. And again, this is what we do out here in Merida. This is their particular thing, you know, Los Mayas Eternos, what they got going on. But again, this is all over Mexico. You know, the government, as you know, doesn't provide much. It's all provided, you know, by the community. It's all provided through charity work, you know, through the church, you know, through you know, you know, so many of the, you know, ways in which, you know, things that like this have always been provided. So yeah, you know what I mean? So again, if you want to be a part of it, you already know what to do. All the links are down below, and we really hope to see you out here one day, helping out. You know, in fact, I really, you know, appreciate it every time that I'm out here and somebody, you know, says hi and that, hey, I'm here because of you. I'm like, oh, cool, awesome, glad I could help. So, like him, he was, what was your name again? Sebastian, yeah, I knew it was at the tip of my tongue. I knew it, I didn't want to get it wrong. But anyways, like Sebastian, you know, he says that, you know, he's here because of me, and so on and so forth. And yeah, you know what I mean? Like, again, you know, we all help out in our own way. So all right, let's get back to work. You know, we got a lot of balls to be dispersed. We still got more kids lining up, because even though we have tight security, more and more kids keep showing up. Okay, yeah, there's someone at the end watching. Yeah, we got people with tight security so that the kids don't make a second and third visit, you know, to get more and more toys. But yeah, like the kids, you know, as they get more, you know, as the community gets word that they're giving away all this awesomeness, well, you know, more and more show up, because again, we're out here in the middle of nowhere, guys. You know, we're out here doing things. Again, as you guys can see, again, I just want to show you on, not just on the camera, but show you on the map. All right, exactly, you know, where we are out here. All right, so, all right, guys, let's get back to work and see what else we got to do here. All right, so it seems like all the kids are nice and happy. They got all their toys. They got, you know, they got their candy. They got everything. Everybody's happy. And that's it. We only got a few people left in the line. So let's finish up here and see what else we got on the docket. All right, guys. So while they're wrapping everything up over there, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my friend Mari, our friend Mari, which you probably already saw a little earlier. Hola, Mari. Pues saluda a la cámara. You know, she was again, she was out there helping out, you know, distribute, you know, disperse the toys and organize and all that good stuff. And basically, she has a little business, again, a startup business that she is creating. She started again. She's the one that's holding the clothes, you know, to disperse later on. She's still part of the, you know, community. She's you know, giving just like everybody else, but at the same time, she's starting her own little business here. And here, let me show you not just what she has made already, but what they've made. But look at this. She has like employees here. They're all making all kinds of things. So que están tejiendo ahorita, ¿verdad?
Sí.
¿Y qué están tejiendo cositas diferentes? Rosas. Ah,
Rosas.
okay. Tienes una. Ah, look, okay. So look, they're all of them are now sewing this. They're making this, and estás enseñando, no?
Sí.
Yeah. Okay. So she's a teacher, and basically, not only is this she have a business, but the business is to help support, you know, her. Oh, look at that. That's a finished product. Beautiful. Wow. Que bonito. All right. Okay. And so the business, you know, not only is it to help support her, you know, like any other business, but it's to help support the school. So she has a school here where basically it's a free school, you know, to learn how to sew, and she teaches them how to sew. They make product. They use the profits, you know, for, you know, together. And long story short, look at that, like nice entrepreneurship spirit here, and she's doing very well. ¿Cuánto sería la rosa?
Esas las
Yeah.
doy en 80 pesos.
Okay, 80 pesos. Okay, so look at that. Hand woven, hand worked. Okay, ¿puedo comprarte esa? See? All right, look at that. A little surprise for Christian. She wasn't feeling too well today, so that's why she wasn't here. So, here. Ahí tiene 100. Mira, y she said it was 80, but I'm going to give her 100 just because, again, I don't have to, but just because I want to help the situation. Quédate con los 100, porque como una donación, ok, para lo que estás haciendo. Ahora, ¿puedes explicar un poquito cómo te llamas? Marisol, right? Mari, ok, just Mari. And, ¿y cómo se llama tu negocio, tu emprendimiento?
Se llama Tejiendo Sueños Mayas.
Okay, Tejiendo Sueños Mayas, which translates to sewing Mayan dreams. Okay, so that's what she's doing out here. She's sewing Mayan dreams. And look, y tú has hecho todo, literal. Right? O sea, han hecho todo, ¿verdad? Ustedes, yeah, todo hecho mano, todo hecho, yeah. And so basically, you know, another way that you guys can help, like for example, I helped by buying a rose for my wife, and but you guys can help simply by donating stuff. You guys can donate yarn, you guys can donate equipment, you guys can donate sewing needles. You know, there's a bunch of things. Como qué es lo que necesitan, aparte de material, o sea, ¿qué tipo de material?
El tipo de material es estambre, que
Yeah.
es lo que más
¿Puedo
nos
enseñar un tipo?
sirve. Sí.
See, look, something like this. You can even buy this if you're here locally. You know, donate it to Pedro. All right, things like that. And
Manejamos cualquier tipo de estambre. Esa es la ventaja, que cualquier tipo de estambre. Igual te puedo explicar un poquito. Por ejemplo, estas clases yo no solo las doy acá, las doy en varias invasiones. No solamente aquí. Me voy a otras invasiones, cargo mi bultito y voy en varios lugares haciendo eso.
qué bonito, qué bonito. Okay, so awesome. So yeah, so basically this is her home base here, but she's not just teaching here. She goes basically all over, you know, where there's all kinds of places, you know, all kinds of neighborhoods just like this, and she teaches everybody. Oh, that's wonderful. Muchas gracias en compartir con nosotros. Mucha suerte con todo. And mucha suerte a todos ustedes, you know, que le vaya muy bien. And again, you guys already know how you guys can help. Again, there's many ways you guys can help. Look at this. You got a little clothes. I'm guessing estos son para niños, para muñecas,
para niñas,
okay, for kids. Okay, for kids. Look at that. Yeah, I was asking if it was for kids or for dolls, for both. Okay, but yeah, look at this. Look at all the cool stuff that they have. Y si alguien te quiere contactar para quizás comprarte algo, que hablen con Pedro y
Sí,
okay,
con Pedro,
perfect.
tiene mi número.
Okay, perfect. And if you want to buy anything, you know, you want to help support her, you want to help support the children, you want to help support anything, you know, that we're doing out here. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego. Hey, there he is again. Hey, awesome. I know I should be working. I'm over here, you know, doing all kinds of things. But anyways, again, anything that you want to help with, you want to get in contact with her, you want to get in contact with them, reach out to Pedro. Again, all his information is down below. He has the email, you know, he has all that stuff. Look at that, giving away the stray toys, you know, to the few kids. Look at that. All right, awesome. There you go. You know, future ball player there. Let's see. I'm scouting you. I'm drafting you to the Marlins. All right. Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, guys. So, Pedro, vamos a hacer algo más o no? Ya está. Okay. So that's it, guys. This is it for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with us today. Again, we are out here in Colonia Sin Nombre, out here in the south. You know, just spreading cheer, spreading awareness, helping out as best as we can. You know, all the kids in the neighborhood, in the area, now have a very happy and very, you know, beautiful Dia de los Niños. Again, if you're curious, you're more curious about el Dia de los Niños and you want to know more about how all this is, you can simply just Google it, check out on Facebook. Look at that. We got David and Pedro over there waiting for me, you know, to finish up. In fact, let's all go finish up together. Here, I'll put. Oh, here. Hold. Vamos terminar juntos. Let's finish up together. So, all right, guys, you already know the deal. If you want to help out, you already, reach out to Los Mayas Eternos, reach out to Pedro.
Thank you.
And that's it, guys. We're gonna wrap it up. So, if you enjoyed today's video, you enjoyed today's content, you already know what to do. Don't forget to please like, please subscribe, please share, please hit the bell icon. But more importantly than anything else, please help out Pedro, okay? And help out the kids and help out everything else and stay awesome. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.